So now in this example, we're going to find the domain of each function, and I'm adding on that I want us to sketch the function. So all of these are natural log functions. So we have to think about that we're given y equals ln of x. Well, if that's the case, then e to the y equals x. And we know e to the y is always going to be positive. Therefore, x must be positive. So we're going to use that property here to find the domains. Now, instead of having x in this expression, we have x minus 2. So we know that x minus 2 must be greater than 0, or x must be greater than 2. So if I want to do a quick sketch of that, I know that if x is greater than 2, our domain is 2 to infinity. So that means we have a vertical asymptote at x equals 2. So let me go 1, 2, 3. Here's my vertical asymptote, x equals 2. Now, one property of this graph is that the x-intercept is always going to be 1 over from that vertical asymptote. So my x-intercept is the point 3, 0. And we know that it's going to be increasing and going through this point. So that's a quick enough sketch. So now here in part B, 2 minus x is greater than 0. So for my domain, I know 2 minus x must be greater than 0, which means that 2 is greater than x, or x is less than 2. So if x is less than 2, my domain is from negative infinity to 2. So if I want to do a quick sketch of this, I know I'm going to have a vertical asymptote at x equals 2. So let me do this here. 1, 2. And this is going to be my vertical asymptote, x equals 2. However, x is less than 2. So my graph is going to be going to the left. So this point right to the left of that vertical asymptote is going to be my x-intercept, and that's going to be the point 1, 0. And we know it's increasing going through that point to the left. So this is f of x, I forgot to label, and this is g of x. Great. So now in part C, we have x squared is inside of my natural log. So I know that x squared is greater than 0. And that is true as long as x does not equal 0. So that means that my domain is negative infinity to 0, union 0 to infinity. So if x can't equal 0, that means my vertical asymptote is at x equals 0. So here's my graph. And this is my, let me do this in a different color here. This is my vertical asymptote, x equals 0. But now what's different is that my graph needs to go to the left and to the right. So it's actually going to have 2 x-intercepts. One here at 1, 0, and one here at negative 1, 0. And it's going to get really close to my vertical asymptote going that way, and close to my vertical asymptote going this way. So when you're sketching your logarithmic function with base e, once you know your domain, you know your vertical asymptote, and the only extra point that you need to sketch is the x-intercept, which is 1 away from your vertical asymptote.